Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's vlog. Today is going to be a very fun one. I'm super excited, but before we get started on these delicious dessert recipes, I have to go meet with a client. I have 2 in-person personal training clients, and then I also have a few online training, like client phone calls that I have to make. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna head to Starbucks, get some work done, and then I'll come home and share with you guys dessert recipes that won't destroy your diet and things that can just satisfy your sweet tooth without like sacrificing calories. Honestly, that's probably going to be the title of this video. Like, yes, because I know, like, personally I'm very much a sweets person. I love chocolate, I love anything sweet, and that's like the hardest part for me when I'm cutting and when I'm dieting, is finding things that will genuinely satisfy that. Not like eating one little square of dark chocolate and being like, yep, all good. Like, no, I need like meal, like I need substantial amount of sweets. So if you're like me, this video will help you a lot. I'm gonna go do what I need to do, come back, and then we'll get started on that part. So let's get the day started. A little bit closer. Is that good? Am I blurry? Alright guys, welcome to the fun part of this video. I made myself a little setup. I'm like normally sitting on the ground talking to you guys, so I upgraded it a little bit. So this video I'm super excited about. I got the idea from one of my last videos. It was like macro-friendly meals or something like that, like ways to eat less calories, or to, I don't know, to help you eat less when you're overeating. I don't remember what the name of the video was, but it got a lot of attention and you guys really liked it. So this one is going to be more specific to my girls and guys who love their sweets. I am very much one of you. I love desserts. Like, desserts are my life. I literally could eat sweets for like breakfast, lunch, dinner, like always. I literally always am craving chocolate, always. So for me, being someone who is obviously super into health and fitness, it has been a constant struggle and journey to find things that truly satisfy this craving, because I am not someone that can just have like one dark chocolate chip and be like, satisfied the craving, or like one spoonful of Halo Top and being like, yep, I'm good for the day. I need the whole damn thing. So I am gonna share with you guys some of my favorite just like desserts that aren't gonna destroy your diet, and just desserts and just sweet things that I add in during the day, and they help me reach my macros, also reach my goals, and also satisfy that sweet tooth. So let's get started. I made some notes. I'm a little note section. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys, I actually had this last night as a part of my dinner, and I'm gonna pop it up on the screen right now. Ryan and I made it. A friend of mine, well, one of my online coaching clients, but she's also a friend, Olivia, and I know you're watching this, so what's up, girl? She gave me this buff bake protein like cake thing, and it was literally so good. Like, I was not expecting that much from it, because like anything that's like high protein and like healthy is never actually that good, but this thing was amazing. And I forgot to put freaking milk in it, and it was still good, because Ryan and I were like, I wonder what we could do to make this a little bit more moist, and then I looked at the back and I forgot to put freaking milk in it, and it was even good without the milk. So that just shows I can't even imagine what it tastes like with the milk. So I actually just ordered a bunch more. I ordered the chocolate, because like, I'm such a chocolate person. I ordered the chocolate flavor, and the cake is only, for the whole thing, it's only 250 calories, and it's 26 grams of protein. I think there's like 20 something carbs, low fat, really freaking good, and it actually is satisfying because you get like a whole freaking cake. And I added fat-free Ready Whip and some dark chocolate chips on top, because Ryan and I split it. So I was like, yo, I get some extra macros since we split this, because I was not expecting him to want to split it, because he's a boy and boys don't usually like healthy desserts, but he was like, this is actually really good, so I split it with him. Next thing is my infamous protein ice cream. I say it started with Michaela. Michaela's protein ice cream, which I have adopted into my daily diet. I love protein ice cream. It is literally, guys, like, this is probably the most asked question I get, like, how do you make your protein ice cream so thick? Hella ice, tiny bit of almond milk, scoop of protein, and then blend. And then while you're blending, I like to add some xanthan gum, and that thickens it and makes it like that really thick ice creamy kind of texture. And then I also, to make it just taste better, I'll add some sweetener, or I'll add some cocoa powder or some PB2 powder, like just like fun things. And then I always top it with like sprinkles or fat-free Ready Whip or some protein popcorn. Literally so good. I have to have protein ice cream like every single day to satisfy my sweet cravings. Something else I wrote down was MyProtein waffles. I make them super like sweet and not so much savory. You could do a savory one like chicken and waffles, but I like to put like sugar-free syrup, fat-free Ready Whip, even some like oat fit on there or some dark chocolate chips just to make them super sweet. And those are super filling too. It's not like just eating something tiny, like a whole protein waffle. You can make that really sweet, and if you have that in the morning, I find it like satisfies my sweet craving till like dinner time. So I like having those for breakfast. You also can do like a really like kind of sweet oatmeal bowl. So what I'll do is I'll cook like oatmeal and make a big bowl of oatmeal, and then I'll add cocoa powder, I'll add peanut butter or PB2, I'll add dark chocolate chips and fat-free Ready Whip, and I'll just make this delicious chocolatey oatmeal bowl, and it's very macro friendly, healthy, and super delicious. The next two things I want to touch on are very small, like if you just need something real quick, real fast, and satisfying, and they're very, very low in calories, so they're not going to break your calorie goal for the day or macro goal for the day. Sugar-free Jell-O, so good, only 10 calories, literally like 1 carb. I get the black cherry or the strawberry, make sure it's sugar-free Jell-O, and sometimes I'll even put some fat-free Ready Whip on top just to make it a little bit more dessert-like, and that's really good. And then also not Jell-O, but pudding. So like it's like the Jell-O brand, but sugar-free pudding, guys. Oh my God, it is so good. It's only 60 calories, few carbs, like 1 gram of protein, I think. And they have like cinnamon dolce, they have caramel dolce, caramel dulce? I don't know what it's called, but they have a caramel one, they have a chocolate one, they have like a dark chocolate one. So good. Again, I'll put fat-free Ready Whip on top and just have like a little dessert just like that. And then another really like quick fast thing is sugar-free or like low sugar fruit bars. So I think it's called Outshine is the brand. Yeah, Outshine is the ones I have, and they're like just regular like popsicles, and they're so satisfying in the summer. Like if you get back from a hot day or whatever and you just want something like cold, and like if you're craving ice cream or like sorbet or something, this is a very, very healthy alternative. Yeah, they're called Outshine bars. They're absolutely delicious. And then another thing that's kind of like that but more ice creamy is Yazoo bars. I don't know how to say it. They're basically just like Greek yogurt ice cream bars. Literally so good. My mom buys them from Costco, so whenever I go home we have like so many of them, and I love the mint chocolate chip one. It is so good, literally so good. And then going along with protein ice cream, I personally make my own protein ice cream because I get so much of it. Like when I make that recipe that I told you guys about, it makes so much, so like I'm super full and I'm super satisfied. But if you're not into like making that, or you don't like it as much, or you whatever, there are so many different brands of protein ice cream like Halo Top, Enlightened, Sweet Habit. Like I'm pretty sure Ben & Jerry's now has like a low calorie option. Breyers has a low calorie option. Those are just good things to have in your fridge so that you can just like have a few bites throughout the day instead of sitting and eating like a whole tub of legit ice cream, you know? Like it just helps you keep that craving satisfied throughout the day. Like sometimes I'll literally buy a tub of Halo Top and I'll just like take bites of it like throughout the day, and that'll last me for 3 or 4 days, but it only adds up to like a few calories because you're only having a little bit throughout the day, if that makes sense. It's such a good option. Now moving into some other things that I like to kind of add into my diet throughout the day are protein bars. So protein bars to me are kind of like candy bars. Like let's be honest, they've kind of moved away from being like just protein bars to like who can create the best tasting protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. So my favorite ones are Power Crunch bars. They literally taste like Kit Kats. They are so good. I love the chocolate one. I'll like cut one in half and crumble it up and put it on top of my protein ice cream as kind of like a topper, or I'll just eat one as a dessert. Be careful with those though. They are super low in carbs, but they're really high in fat. Like each one has I think 13 grams of fat. So maybe if you're following a low carb, higher fat diet, or you need something to bring your fats up, definitely look into Power Crunch bars. They're literally so freaking good. And then other protein bars that I really enjoy that satisfy that kind of sweet craving are Pure Protein bars. The chocolate one, or the chocolate peanut butter one, I literally love it so much. I feel like it tastes like a candy bar, like something you'd get from like the gas station, like a Snickers or something. And then also 1 bars are like my favorite. They're so good. The blueberry cobbler is like absolutely amazing, and so is the cookies and cream and the cookie dough, like, and Fit Crunch bars are also really good. They kind of taste like Snickers. And then protein popcorn, guys. It is my favorite. If you know anything about me, you know that I am a total protein popcorn fiend. Like, MyProtein's protein popcorn is my life. I actually need to order some right now because I'm almost out. But I absolutely love it. The dark chocolate kind is my favorite. If you can't already tell, I'm like very much a dark chocolate kind of person. And then speaking of dark chocolate, that is a good option. Like right there, like just having a bar of dark chocolate and kind of breaking off a few squares here and there. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, break off 1 square, like that'll satisfy you. No, like section off 2 to 250 calories in your budget or whatever, and have like 3 to 5 squares, and that is so satisfying right there. Like, it's literally eating just straight chocolate. Like, what could be better than that? And then lastly, just some other little tips to help you satisfy your sweet tooth throughout the day is incorporating things like fruit. Like, even if you just have like a berries and cream bowl. So like cut up some strawberries, some blueberries, whatever, and then put some fat-free Ready Whip or fat-free Cool Whip on it. Like, that right there is a lot of volume and not that many calories. And it's just like, even though, yeah, fruit has sugar, I personally feel like it's better to eat like get your sugar from like real whole fruits than from like candy, you know? So if you're wanting to satisfy your sweet tooth, I would definitely suggest maybe incorporating fruit throughout the day, because that can, I mean, it's sugar, like that's gonna satisfy that sugar craving, and it's a more like nutritious and whole way to do it. So yeah, that's another really, really healthy option if you're not wanting to like put synthetic-y things into your body like protein powder. Opt for just some fruit, guys. Like, it literally can be so satisfying, especially when you have been eating super clean and super healthy. Like, giving your body some of that like real natural fruit like is just so satisfying. So those are my sweet treats that will not break your diet and are not going to completely ruin everything. And even though like eating a really sugary like pizza cheesecake is not going to ruin everything, I'm just saying, like, if you're really trying to be good and like need something every day, obviously if you like really want a piece of cheesecake or really want like a real ice cream cone or whatever your like favorite thing is, have that every once in a while. That's another way to like get rid of your sweet cravings, like actually allowing yourself to have that like once a month or something. Like, that is not going to break your like transformation. It's not going to ruin your progress. It's not going to set you back. If anything, it's going to help push you forward, because the more you resist and the more you tell yourself no and you like restrict and restrict, the more likely you are to be binging and to be overeating these healthy things. So allow yourself treats, allow yourself some freedom, allow yourself to have balance, and then you're going to literally have like the perfect, just like everything. You're gonna be able to eat your nice healthy sweet things on a daily basis, occasionally have a really just delicious bad sweet thing, and then you're also going to be making progress physically and mentally. That's a big thing, making the mental progress, because you're allowing yourself that freedom and that balance, but also sticking to your program and sticking to your diet. So that is my tips. Those are what I have for you. If you guys have any suggestions or anything that you like to eat throughout the day to kind of satisfy that sweet craving, please comment it below, because your girl needs more options. I am very open to any suggestions that you guys have, so please be interactive and comment below. Be sure to subscribe and like the video, and yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, I will see you in the next one.